brought to you by Carriage Crossing Senior Living.
Veterans served our country defending our freedoms, and many of them, unfortunately, don't have a place to call home. That is until now happening in your community with the Central Illinois Veterans Commission. We have Chairman Joe Shaler joining us. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Well, we're glad you're here because this sounds like a great thing that you all are doing with the Central Illinois Veterans Commission. So before we talk about exactly what it is you're doing, tell me about the mission behind your organization.
We are designed to try to provide wraparound services to all of our veterans in right now in Logan County, but expand that through Central Illinois, whether it's for mental health, physical, dental, just all the wraparound services that they might need in order to be able to move forward.
And it's really sad when you think about how our veterans have been treated and some of those services that you're providing that they should be having, you know, without your kind of support. Thankfully, we have you, though, to look out for them. What kind of response have you gotten from working with the Central Illinois Veterans Commission?
Well, we have been very blessed with a number of donations, not only in monetary donations so far, but in parcels of land donated to us so we can build our homes on. And we're going to start, hopefully here in a few weeks, with 4 homes over in Lincoln, which will look similar to these here.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about today, this great opportunity for some veterans to have housing, because a lot of them, that's a struggle.
It is. We have a group that we partner with is 2 Before for Hope. They're out of Quincy, and these folks have been at it for a couple of years, and they've developed a real template for this. And well, there you're looking at the floor plan. And that is all wheelchair accessible. If you see here, everything is flat, easy to get into, so we can accommodate that if it's necessary. All of these are provided with, of course, kitchens, washer and dryer, the bedding, everything is set. So when that veteran is ready to move in, hand them the key. There's everything in there, including food in the refrigerator.
Oh, my goodness.
So they're ready to move in.
You know, these small houses seem to be, you know, very popular right now. And it's fun to jump on the trend of the small house here. So you're building 4 right now. Do you already have veterans for these homes, or how does that work? Are we putting the call out?
Yeah, we will start taking nominations generally a few weeks before we get ready to build. And then we'll sit down with the board who will go through those nominations. So when we get ready to build a home, we know which veteran is going to go to that home. And if there are some particular items that have to be adjusted for them, we know to do that going in. So again, the folks from 2 Before, they average about 10 applications per home. And what's just part of all this that we try to deal with is that most people tend to focus on the chronic homeless veteran, the one in the homeless shelters and things like that. And typically what we're pulling out is all of those who may be employed, but they're couch surfing or they're in someone's basement. They don't show up in a census anywhere because they don't have a residence, but they're there. And when you go and do something like this, now they start coming out of the woodwork everywhere that they were under the radar the whole time. Yeah. And yes, there is a huge need for it. And unfortunately, in Illinois ranks last in the country on caring for this. And it's something that, fortunately, we have a number of organizations that are really stepping up to try to help take care of this great need. And we're just one of them.
Well, that's sad to hear that we're in last place, especially when it comes to those who did so much for our country and serving and giving back. So civeteran.org is where people can learn more and maybe help you all out with those monetary donations, because I'm sure it's going to take a few dollars.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for the work that you're doing to help our veterans. We appreciate it. If you have You're welcome. If you have any questions about this, the mission behind the Central Illinois Veterans and the work that they're doing, we'll connect you at CILiving.tv.